What is vaccination? Vaccination is simple and safe and effective way of protecting people against harmful disease before they come into contact with them. It issues your body natural defense to build resistance to specific infection and makes your immune system more stronger. Vaccine train your immune system to create antibodies just as it does when it exposed to a disease. However, because vaccine contain only kill or weak from of germs like virus or bacteria, they do not cause the disease or put you at risk of its complications. Last, most vaccines are given by an injection, but some are given orally by mouth or sprayed into the nose. Okay?
Why is vaccination important? Let me explain. Vaccination is a safe and effective way to prevent disease and save lives, now more than ever. Today, there are vaccines available to protect against at least 20 diseases such as diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis, influenza, and measles. Together, these vaccines save the lives of up to 3 million people every year. Other than that, when we get vaccinated, we aren't just protecting ourselves, but also those around us. Some people, like those who are seriously ill, are advised not to get certain vaccines, so they depend on the rest of us to get vaccinated and help reduce the spread of disease. Lastly, during the COVID-19 pandemic, vaccination continues to be critically important. The pandemic has caused a decline in the number of children receiving routine immunizations, which could lead to an increase in illness and death from preventable diseases. It has urged countries to ensure that essential immunization and health services continue, despite the challenges posed by COVID-19.
Why should we get vaccination? Protect yourself and the community. Vaccination is the most effective way to protect against infectious diseases. Vaccines strengthen your immune system by training it to recognize and fight against specific virus. When you get vaccinated, you are protecting yourself and helping to protect the whole community.
After we have been exposed to an infection, our immune system remembers the threat, in particular by producing antibodies. These are proteins that circulate in the blood and throughout the body. They quickly recognize and disable the invader upon contact, thereby preventing or minimizing illness. This is why we usually do not get sick with the same bug twice. We are immune. Vaccines mimic this process, encouraging the immune system to make antibodies without us having to go through the illness. Some of the leading SARS-CoV-2 vaccine candidates are mRNA vaccines, based on incorporating the genetic blueprint for the key spike protein on the virus surface into a formula that, when injected into humans, instructs our own cells to make the spike protein. In turn, the body then makes antibodies against the spike protein, and they protect us against viral infection. This strategy is faster than more traditional approaches, which often involve generating weakened or inactivated forms of a live virus, or making large amounts of the spike protein to determine whether they can prompt an antibody response. Once a potential vaccine is discovered, a number of checkpoints exist before it can be administered to people. First are preclinical tests, which involve experiments in a laboratory with animals. Scientists must ensure the vaccine candidate is not only effective, but also safe. For example, an antibody response to an imperfect vaccine could, under extremely rare circumstances, end up increasing the danger of becoming infected. When the potential vaccine achieves the necessary preclinical results, clinical trials can begin in a small group of people. As the vaccine candidate advances, it is tested on increasing numbers of people, with scientists and doctors closely monitoring safety, efficacy, and dosing. Upon successful completion of clinical trials, the vaccine candidate must be reviewed and approved by regulatory agencies such as the FDA before large-scale manufacturing and distribution gets underway and the licensed vaccine is administered widely.
COVID-19 vaccination feedback. We are keen to understand people's view and experience around our staff vaccination program, particularly those staff that have not been vaccinated. Filling in the quick survey below will help us understand how we can improve the program and any similar work in the future.